So today with us, we are featuring our CSA farmers that are serving Louisville, that are participating in this event. We'll share a slide with all of the farms that are participating that serve Louisville. But just to kind of do a recap of what CSA is, for folks that are new to the CSA model, it stands for Community Supported Agriculture and is where a member of the community can purchase a farm subscription on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis of farm products that could be vegetables, meat, eggs, flowers, or a mixture of those. And those typically are paid for ahead of the growing season, and that really helps provide the farms with more working capital for seeds, labor, equipment earlier in the growing season. So great commitment, great way to support local family farms, and the members then receive the bounty of that farm's harvest and are the farm's #1 customers. So it's really a close relationship between the farmer and the eater, and a great way to access local fresh food. So just to kind of get a sense of who we have on the call with us today, I want to launch a poll and just see how many folks have participated in CSA before that are with us. So you'll see a poll pop up on your screen. Feel free, I'm going to leave this up for a couple seconds. Let us know if you've participated, if you're brand new to CSA, just so we can kind of have a sense of who's with us. Thanks for filling that out. We'll give it a few more seconds. Great. Got over 75% folks. I'm going to share this with everybody. So it looks like on the call with us today, we have a lot of folks that have participated in CSA before. It's great to see. But still 30% of the folks might be new or just trying to get some more information. So we're happy you're with us as well. I'm going to X out of that poll and feel free to do the same on your screen as well if it's still in the way. And just to kind of quickly cover some of the benefits of CSA, why you might join a CSA this season, really it's a great way to access fresh, locally grown food. All the farms offer a convenient pickup location. Some offer home delivery as well. So a nice way to get food close to home, close to your workplace, in your community. The farms do a really excellent job of sharing updates about what's happening on the farm, how the weather is, how the crops are doing, how the animals are doing. So you get to learn a little bit more about how your food's grown, who's producing it, and keeping your food dollars in the community. So really strengthening the local food system with every CSA dollar you invest. And then trying new foods and recipes. Often CSA is a great way to get some inspiration in the kitchen to try new recipes you might not have tried before, or just different varieties of things. And then how you sign up. So we have the Kentucky Proud CSA directory. You can go to their website here and you can see a list of all the farms that are participating in this event. You scroll down to the very bottom of that website and you'll see an interactive map, and you can click on it county by county and see what CSA farms serve your area to better find what farm you might want to go with. So we encourage you to go to those farms' websites, look at all the details, and then decide what's going to work best for you. And so in terms of if CSA is right for you, we think CSA is a great fit for those that like to cook at home, that like to try new foods and recipes, that plan on being in town most of the main growing season, which is May through October. A lot of farms do offer the ability to pause a share, but it is still great if you're there most of the time. And then if you're really interested in supporting small scale local farmers, this is an excellent way to do that. And if you want regular access to healthy, wholesome food. And if you're still not sure about a Csa share, a lot of the farms offer options where you can try it out. You can do a monthly share, a biweekly share. So encourage you to reach out to those farms and see what options there are just to try out CSA or possibly even split a share. So explore the Kentucky Proud CSA Fair event, go to the Facebook link and follow the farm posts that we're going to be sharing all week. Go to the Kentucky Proud CSA directory, look at the interactive map, and then you're already joining us for a live session. So we appreciate that as well. Check out the other farmer live sessions we're going to have this week. We're going to be featuring Lexington, Northern Kentucky, and Eastern Kentucky as well. So we have a list of all the farms that are participating with us that serve the Louisville area. We have a lot of these farms on the call with us today, so we're excited to hear from them. So I'm going to pass it off to Ann Curtis and let her introduce some of the farms we have with us. And then we will share these CSA resources again at the end. So thank you so much. Take it away, Ann.
All right, thanks, Katie. Welcome, everyone. We're so happy to have you here. I'm going to be your guide through this whirlwind tour around our region to meet these amazing farmers who supply food to the Louisville area. So buckle in and get ready to go. We're going to kick things off with Joseph Monroe from Valley Spirit Farm in Henry County. Joseph, hello. You can unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hey, why don't you give us an idea of what your farm, what you grow, and what your CSA looks like?
Sure. We are a 116-acre farm in Henry County, which is about 40 minutes northeast of Louisville, off of I-71. We're a two-family farm. So there's two families living side by side, working together. We are offering 3 different types of CSAs this year. We're offering, first of all, an old school traditional vegetable CSA that is farmer curated, and it's in the main growing season for Kentucky from the beginning of May to the end of September. It's $26 a week. And our pickups are at the St. Matthews Farmers Market, Douglas Loop Farmers Market, and in Newcastle in Henry County. We're offering a mushroom and microgreen CSA. And sorry, there might be some background noise. It's lunchtime around here. The mushroom and microgreen CSA is also $26 a week. And it's the same time frame, May to September, and it includes about a pound of mushrooms and 2 different types of microgreens a week. And then we also have a meat CSA, and that is $150 a month for chicken, pork, and beef. And I personally raise the beef. It's grass-fed, grass-finished. My friend who lives on the farm raises the pork. And my brother, who just bought a farm in Trimble County, raises the chicken. And it's all in pasture, and sometimes there'll be eggs in it when we have it, but we just have kind of big homestead flocks, so maybe only during the spring flush. So those are our CSAs. We're a family scaled farm, and just kind of depend on ourselves for labor. So that's kind of who we are and what we do.
Excellent. And the website has been placed in the chat for people to click on to easily find your website. And do you, outside of COVID, of course, but do you typically like to have visitors to the farm? Do you ever hold farm events or?
Yeah, we did have a potluck for our CSA the year before COVID. We're going to add some new things. We're thinking about, as soon as we can, have a barn dance or something like that, like we used to do. We have Christmas lights hanging in the barn, so it's pretty cleared out right now. But yeah, we would like to connect with our CSAs members and bring them in as part of the family, like or just closer friends. I mean, it's important. We like to know who's eating our food. It's important to us.
Yeah, definitely. It's a wonderful way to build community.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, if people have any questions, they can reach out to you directly, certainly to sign up for your CSA. And we really appreciate you being with us today, Joseph. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's all up on our website. It's live. Thanks.
Excellent. All righty, we're going to move on to Danielle Keating of Blackpaw Farms.
Hi, Ann.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Hi, everybody.
Why don't you tell us where you are and what you grow and how people can get to know you?
Oh, sure. Well, we're second year in on our CSAs. We're Blackpaw Farms. We're located in Shelbyville, Kentucky, right off of the Simpson.
Oh, I think we're having trouble hearing you.
Okay. Better?
A little better, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm outside, so if it gets bad, I'll.
It's a beautiful day to be outside for sure.
Oh, I know. I know. I'm in the shade though, so it's a little chilly. Anyway, we have 4 different CSAs that are available. We have a traditional size, and we have an abundant size. So the traditional is great for 1 to 2 people that do like their veggies at least once per meal. That'll give you 5 to 15 servings. And we have that as a weekly or a bi-weekly. And then we also have the abundant, which serves 3 to 5 people, and that'll give you anywhere from 15 to 25, usually a couple weeks into the summer season. That's when it gets a little bigger, because of course there's more varieties to offer. And then we have the abundant as a weekly and a bi-weekly. So we have 4 different CSAs. Those are all certified organic produce, which is all grown on our farm. We have a little bit of history about us. We're the only ones on the farm. We have 5 acres. We do a lot of urban growing, a lot of verticals, double road. We have raised beds. So we have a lot of roots and then a lot of vines. Let's see, what didn't I touch on? Anna, you there?
Did you mention like drop-off locations or the months of the season?
Oh, sure. We start, this year we're starting 2 weeks later on our CSAs. We're going to start the first week of June. So we have more to offer other than just beets and radish and kale. So our first week is the week of June 1st. So that's a Tuesday through a Saturday. So you get to pick whatever day you like. And then you go 20 weeks in and it brings you out to October 21st. So there'll be 20 weeks of the weekly CSA, and on the bi-weekly, you'll be receiving 10 weeks. Our pickup locations are, of course, at the farm, which is probably the most fun to do. We also have it pick up at Blue Gables, at the shop at Blue Gables in downtown Shelbyville on Fridays. We have pickup at the Simpsonville Farmers Market from 9 to noon on Saturdays. And then we also are offering delivery. So we offer delivery to those who might be homebound or have health issues where they can't come out. And we try to keep that as local as possible. We also do deliveries to businesses on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I think I have that up on the website. So that'll be for salons, banks, teachers at schools, police departments, fire stations, things like that. So we're trying to make it a little easier and less contact out there right now because we are still pretty high up in the numbers on COVID.
Sure. And outside of COVID, of course, do you like to have events? Do you enjoy people visiting the farm and taking farm tours?
Strongly recommend that, and we love to have everybody come out. This year, our CSAs each get to come. They pick up their produce at the farm. They can actually come out with their CSAs. That as well. We have farm visits.
Oh, having trouble hearing you.
Okay, sorry. They can schedule a farm visit online and they get the entire farm to themselves. So there's not a lot of people. It's just them. We guide them through the farm. They can pick their own at that time. They can play with the pigs, get their own eggs, do lots of things. So
Oh, how fun to pick your own. That's fantastic.
yeah, we do a lot of U-picks here. And then they also learn how to cook the things. We'll bring them into the kitchen and show them a quick recipe, or we have canning classes available. We do a lot of interaction, all small group, 1 to 4 people. That's it.
And all of those signups can happen on the website.
Yes, all available
Excellent.
now. And we're adding on to the website for our promotions like the giant pumpkin growing, things like that. So we have a lot of fun here.
Oh, wonderful. Well, this is fantastic. It sounds like you have a ton of resources on your website. So just remind everyone that the website is in the chat. So feel free to go to Blackpaw Farm and check it out and find out all they have to offer. Thank you so much for being with us today, Danielle. Really appreciate it.
There is a question for Danielle in the chat. Do you deliver to Baghdad?
Yes, Baghdad isn't out of our range. We actually have pickup scheduled going off of 64, going towards Frankfurt, Lawrenceburg, things like that. Right in that route, and I go out there all the time anyway. My feed store's out there.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and enjoy this beautiful weather.
Also, thank you, everybody.
All right. Next up, we have Sandy Deutsch of Deutsch Farm. Hey, Sandy. Oh, unmute.
Yep, I did it.
That darn mute button. Hey, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
Well, good. Well, thanks so much for being with us. Give us an idea of where you are and what you grow and how people can get involved.
Okay. Well, we're a fourth generation family, and I actually have the fifth generation helping with us. They're 10 and 13-year-old grandsons. But for the most part, we do, George and I do most of the work ourselves, except for grandkids or maybe a student from the FFA that's wanting to learn. We've been doing CSAs since 2010. So we've been doing this for a while. We talked about it. It's a 20-week one, and we have 4 different locations that we pick up or drop off, and 3 are in Louisville. 1 is in Taylorsville, because we actually are in Spencer County in Taylorsville. And we do allow people to defer 2 of them. If you're going on vacation or something during the summer and just can't use your share, well, you can defer it twice as long as you let me know in advance. So that works out really well for us. We used to be a dairy farm, and then we transitioned into growing fruits and vegetables. We have a small orchard with different kinds of tree fruit in it and things like that. We sold our dairy farm, started this out in Spencer County, and we've really enjoyed doing it. George and I especially love getting to know the different people, because they're the regulars that come to the farmers markets and come to the pickup points. One of our pickup points is an unusual one. It's an office building in downtown Louisville, but I also drop off at other businesses on that day. So that's the basics of what we're doing. We have half shares and full shares. A half share if you eat a lot of vegetables and cook, it will feed 2 or 3 people, or 2 adults and a couple of kids. The full share, a lot of times the ones that get it are families that go together, and adult kids with their kids and their parents and everybody. So it's really a larger group. You need more people to eat it. But I have had a full share that was used by a family that was vegetarian, and they said they ate everything every week. We try to make sure our CSA boxes and bags have a little bit of several different things, so you're not eating just the same thing every week or every day that week. And I really like that better. So you've got different things that you can make meals with.
Yeah, that variety is really fantastic. And then your website, which is in the chat, offers some resources, and do you
Yes.
also do farm visits? And
no, we haven't been doing farm visits. We're quite a ways away from most of these people, and so we've had an occasional person say, hey, I really want to come out, and things like that. But for the most part, we're a long ways away on back roads, and people don't really want to come that far out. But we really enjoy getting to know people during the year, and I actually do a winter market inside in Louisville, and I have a lot of my CSA people that come by and get things during the winter time. So.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, you get to enjoy those conversations in town. Well, Sandy, thanks so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it. And again, everyone, their website is in the chat, so feel free to visit and give a look-see. So now
if anybody ever wants to call, all my contact information is there. We usually try to have a meet and greet at the farmers markets also, so you can get to know us.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks again, Sandy.
Thank
So
you.
next we have Ray Strobel of Bar Farms. Hey, Ray, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. It's good to see you. Why don't you give us a little background about where you are and what you grow and how people can get connected to your CSA?
Great. Well, first, thanks so much for hosting this. I'm really excited to be here with everybody. So I'm from Bar Farms, and we are a 7th generation family farm. And really what that means for us is we see our generation as a turning point and the responsibility of taking care of the land and the soil for the next 7 generations. So, soil practices, taking care of the earth is one of the things that drives all of our decisions. For us, it comes down to healthy soil, healthy food, healthy people, healthy community. So community is a really big part of our farm as well. And that's one of the reasons that we started doing a CSA. I think it maybe 12 years ago. I can't actually remember right now.
It goes fast, doesn't it?
We have certified organic produce. And then we also have meats, beef, chicken, and pork. And so customers can sign up for either vegetables or the meats or both. You can sign up for both of those if you want. Our CSA is fully customizable. So for our farm, that there's like 2 levels of customization that you can do. And so the first step of customization is when you actually sign up, get to rate the things that you like and that you don't like. So for example, if you don't like beets or if you don't eat pork, then you can just mark those as no thanks, not for me. But if you love beets, then you can mark it really high. And then anytime that we have beets available seasonally, then you would get beets automatically put into your share because the system knows that you like it. So for a lot of people, that's actually the only level of customization that they need. And so then you would get an email throughout the growing season before each delivery that says what's going to be in your box that week based on both what we have available seasonally and also based on your preferences. But you can also go in to your account at that point and you can swap things out. So you could potentially swap out everything that was put in your box and just get all garlic or all greens if that's what you wanted to do. But we also have the option of adding on. So if you get a smaller share, but then one week you want to order a bunch of extra tomatoes, then you could do that. We also have a few add-ons that most of everything we raise on our farm, but we have a few things that farmer friends that we know grow. So for example, we have some friends who grow organic, gourmet mushrooms. So you can have the option of adding those on to your share. So sizes, we have a small, a regular, and an abundant. And either of those you can get every week or every other week. So we really try to provide a lot of flexibility for people to be able to find the size and delivery options that work for them. We have a lot of different delivery locations throughout town. We go to 2 different farmers markets, Douglas Loop and Phoenix Hill, Nilu. We deliver to all of the rainbow blossoms, including the one in Indiana. And we also offer home delivery within a certain range. We also go to Elizabethtown and Radcliffe. Most of our deliveries are in the Louisville area. Let's see what else. With the emails, you would get recipes along with that are related to what's in your share. So suggestions of what to do with your produce, and it's recipes, but also tips, just like storage tips and other things to help you on your CSA cooking journey. Let's see, we have a payment plan. So you can either pay in full when you sign up, but most people will choose the payment plan where you pay a down payment of 25% of your order. And then the next 25% is on the first day of delivery. And then the rest gets divided among all your deliveries. And that's just an automatic credit card deduction so that, you know, you don't have to think about it. It makes it really easy. So that also is really flexible. And then in addition to all of that, we also try to send out newsletters that just talks more about farm news, what's happening on the farm, what's happening with our family. And we like to, the point of those is for you to really know what's happening on the farm so that you have that direct connection with how your food is grown.
Yeah. How fantastic. So the flexibility, the customization, the resources, I mean, you guys really offer the whole package. So that's fantastic. Ray, thank you so much. And your website is also in the chat so people can connect with you and follow up with any questions or sign up for your CSA. So thank you so much. I know you're having a busy day today, so we really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm going to have to hop off. I'm on a training in the other room. So.
All right. Enjoy your afternoon. All right. Next up, we have John Miller from Falls City Farms. And John, I have to tell you, I'm excited to see your space. You are doing something a little different. So looking forward to hearing more about it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. Like you said, my name is John Miller. I am the head farmer here at Falls City Farms. I'm actually at our farm, which is inside of a shipping container. You can see some of our produce growing back there in the back. We are a urban, veteran-owned hydroponic farm inside of a shipping container. So we have about 320 square feet of production area, and we grow about 3 acres of leafy greens, lettuces, and herbs here on the farm. Like I said, we're veteran-owned. We're in our first year for a CSA farm share concept, as we've only been in operation for about 6 months. For us, since we're inside of a shipping container and we kind of have that ability to grow year round, we do a quarterly CSA, a 10-week CSA. So our next one will be starting in April. The first Monday of April will be our first one. And we offer 3 options. They're a full share, a half share, and then a lettuce only share. And in each one of those, there's different varieties you can pick. Because I know some folks would prefer just to get, you know, lettuce heads only. Some people like salad mixes. And then some people will like a little bit of both. So those 3 options are in each one of those levers. One of the things in our full and our half share that we give is you get the lettuce varieties, but you also get some leafy green varieties. So a lot of times it's our kale, it's our rainbow chard, it's our tatsoi. And then sometimes we sprinkle in a little herb or some of the root veggies that we grow in limited quantities. We can't do too much of a root variety here in the farm. But yeah, that's kind of a down and dirty, quick brief about us. I wish my wife was here because she's way better at this than us, but she's still actively serving. So she's actually at the base right now at work, so she can't do this. So you get only me here. So
no, well, you're doing a great job, and please tell her that we thank her for her service and yours. Did you have to retrofit the shipping container? How hard was that?
Absolutely. So there's plenty of companies out there that do this. And so Freight Farms is the company that we are associated with out of Boston. And I've been following them for about 6 years. A little backstory, I was in the military until 2014, went out to California to a school out there called Veteran Sustainable Agriculture Training, taught by Cal Poly Pomona out there. And it was in regards to sustainable agriculture, hydroponic and greenhouse farming. And so we have had a passion for that. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the greenhouse concept up and running. However, over the past 5 years, I've been monitoring the growth of Freight Farms and their processes. And this is their state-of-the-art container that they currently have called the Greenery.
Wow, well, that's fantastic. We're going to have to move on, but I could talk to you forever. But before we jump off, do you do deliveries? We got a question in the chat about deliveries.
Yes, currently our CSA, every Monday we do deliveries. We will do pickups, but because this is our first season, we're not exactly sure what farmers markets we will be in for this season. But as of right now, we are delivering every Monday to our farm share folks.
All right. And again, your website is on the chat, so people can go to the website to learn more about deliveries and costs and all the wonderful produce that you're growing in a shipping container. John, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Next up, we have Bree Parasol from Rootbound Farm. Hello, Bree.
Hi there. Can you see me and hear me?
We can see you and hear you, and it looks like you're out enjoying this gorgeous day.
We are, hi, I'm Bree. I'm with Rootbound Farm, and we are in the lambing season. So we've had like something like 50 baby lambs born over the last couple days. And so until this one starts bawling, I'll let her hang out with us. But excited to join you guys to talk about CSA. CSA is our farm's really lifeblood. And we have customizable veggie shares that we offer from Lexington, Frankfurt, the Louisville area, also here in Oldham County. So we're in Crestwood, about 30 minutes from downtown Louisville. We have a bunch of pickup locations around in all those areas. I'm gonna let you go. And I think something to know about our CSA is just what does customizable mean to us? So every week, we'll put forward the full availability of the items on our farm, and then our members have full customization capacity to change things in and out. So we typically have more than 15 different items on our list for the week, and you can tinker with your box every week using a simple online store platform. So everything we grow on our farm is certified organic, and everything offered through our CSA is grown on our farm. Members also have the option of adding on an egg share. So you can do a half egg share or a half dozen egg share every week, or a full dozen egg share every week. And then we also offer, we also offer chicken and lamb as well. So we're really excited about the season ahead. Some of our pickup locations are already full. So I just urge folks today to go ahead and find your forever farm that serves your area and sign up soon. This is getting to be a busy time to sign up for a CSA.
That's a great point to make. We certainly have seen a major uptick in the last year of CSA signups. So yes, time is of the essence this year. And actually, we even moved the event from April to February because of that very thing. So we encourage people to be diligent and signing up for those CSAs now. Just also want to remind people that the Rootbound Farm website is in the chat. So feel free to go and become more familiar with everything that Bree and her husband Ben offer from Rootbound. And thank you for being with us, Bree. We really appreciate it.
Thank you all.
All right, next up we have Luke Gross from Gross Family Farm. Hey Luke, you're in a special place too.
That's right.
You gonna show us those cute babies?
Conversation. I thought I'd arms race. Here's the 1,300 chick just born yesterday. Hey guys. So, anyhow, we raise pastured poultry and pastured pork.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And we raise grass and ducks also on pasture. And we have lamb as well. And so CSA is sort of designed to be like a year-round, all the protein you need, all terrestrial proteins that you could want. And we have a farmer selected, but
oh, I think you're
CSA
freezing a bit.
offer, they're laying. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
Say
seem
what?
to be freezing a bit.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Did you hear everything so far?
I think, can you just give a quick recap?
Sure. Our farm offers 3 primary species CSA: pork, chicken, and beef. Occasionally there'll be lamb, duck, or even ground turkey options. But we have home delivery available in 2 Indiana counties and 2 Kentucky counties. It's a once per month deal, and we're really flexible in terms of whether it's your travel schedule or preferences related to things you do or don't like to eat. There's 3 sizes, and we've got just chicken options as well. A lot of flexibility and add-ons of some of the other things like bologna or other options that we're adding in there as well. Soup bones, things like that people want that are extra in addition to the kind of basics of what you need for a diet. And it's kind of just a wide variety every month, basically, is what we're shooting for.
Fantastic. And your website has some other resources, maybe of ways that can help people with their CSA?
Yeah, for sure. We offer kind of some suggestions, a lot of recipes and things like that. We did do twice a month farm tours last fall. We just thought it was important to connect people to their food, but also give them something to do in a quite safe environment. We have 20 acres here. We walk around in a adequately distanced way, and people can learn about where their food comes from, get some vitamin D through their skin, and take it home in their pork chops if they want to as well.
Do you look forward to having those this year?
We do, yeah. We decided can you say again? We do look forward to having them again.
Oh, I was just hoping you were maybe going to have some tours this summer or
our plan is this spring and summer and fall to do them as we kind of repopulate our pastures with all the species. Getting into the season, we'll bring folks back on, and we cap them at about 15 or 20 folks is what we did last fall, and yeah, we'll continue to have those. It was about twice a month, and I think we'll see what the calendar looks like, but our plan is to continue offering that. I think it's been really good, and people really appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's so nice to hear those little chickies talking in the background.
Glad I can talk over them. Yeah, they're singing. That's a happy sound. If they're yelling, then they're a little bit chilly, but they're good right now.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful sound. So thank you so much for sharing them with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Hard not to bring a smile to our face. So your website is in the chat, so people can connect with you through your website and reach out if they have any questions about any part of your CSA. Luke, thank you so much for being with us today. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Ann. Thank you all.
All right. Next up, we have Erin Hargrove of Boxcar Acres. Hey, Erin.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear
Cool.
you. How are you today?
Doing well. How are you?
All right, I'm fantastic. Thank
Good,
you. Well,
cool.
show us where you are. That looks amazing.
Yeah, we got some vegetables behind us. I am Erin with Boxcar Acres. My partner and I, Mikey, we are in our 4th growing season as full-time farmers, and we grow on rented land in Henry County, and we offer 2 different CSA options for our customers. Our first CSA option is a traditional vegetable CSA. So that means it's farmer curated. We pick the best and the brightest of what's growing on the farm and put that in a box every week that we deliver to several locations in Louisville and can also do home delivery with those. We also do have an egg option for that. So if you're interested in a dozen eggs a week, you can add that on. But that is a 28-week CSA. It starts mid-May and goes through the last week is Thanksgiving week. So we usually try to have a lot of abundance for your big feast that week before we close out the season. So that's our kind of traditional veggie CSA. The other CSA option that we offer is in conjunction with several other farms in Henry and Oldham County. So for that CSA, it's called a full diet CSA, and the purpose is to try to source most of your food from Kentucky farms. So we, Boxcar Acres, grow vegetables, and we do fats and ferments and broth for that CSA. We partner with Valley Spirit Farm in Henry County, who they do pork, beef, mushrooms, and vegetables and duck eggs for that CSA. And Fall Family Riverside Farm, which is also in Henry County, does chicken and turkey and sometimes beef and pork. And then Rootbound Farm, who does some veggies and eggs for that. And then Louis Mill, who does bread and grains, and a couple of honey folks who provide honey for the CSA. So it's really meant to kind of help collaborate lots of different farms because kind of a one-stop shop for you.
Oh, some odd. Are you guys catching that freezing? Aaron, I think you're freezing on us.
And it's completely customizable. So we put together a curated list every week and send it, or every other week and send it out, and you get to pick as much of that, of those products. What'd you miss?
Wow, that
Oh,
was
no.
fantastic. You're the audio and the video
Am I
are
lost?
lifted a little bit. But I love hearing the collaborative effort.
Sorry.
That's really amazing. And some of the value added products that you offer.
Yes.
Really
Can you hear
great.
me better?
I can hear you a little better. Yeah, that is. Thank you. I don't know what was going on. And then
Sure, yeah.
are you also at farmers markets?
We are. We currently sell at New Albany in Indiana because we started out farming out in Indiana. But yeah, our hope is to extend to Kentucky this season.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then do you invite people out to the farm?
Not currently. And we'll see how this season goes. But we don't currently do tours right now.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Erin. And your Facebook page link is in the chat, so people can connect with you there and ask any questions. We sure appreciate you showing us around your property today and sharing all the goodness you bring through CSA. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, Erin, take care.
You too. Bye.
All right. Next, we have Elena Janae from Ashbourne. And you just need to there you go. Hey.
Hi. Thanks. Yeah,
Great to see you. Welcome.
Good to see you too. Thank you for having me here. Well, I'm with Ashbourne Farms. We're in LaGrange, Kentucky, which is in Oldham County. The farm itself, we do cattle on farm. We have an amazing event barn and event space. New this past year, we started growing hemp and started mushroom production as well. Our CSA season, it's a 28-week season from May until the week right before Thanksgiving. And then that 28-week season, we have it broken down where you can buy just a spring, a summer, or a fall share, where you can get all 28. And then the share sizes we have full size shares and we have small size shares. A full share runs about $33 a week, and it is 10 items. The small share is $20 a week and it's 5 items. And they are fully customizable. We use Barbie as a software program to make our shares customizable. And with our shares, you can also buy extra items. You can buy extra mushrooms. We grow several different varieties of oyster mushrooms, lion's mane, shiitakes, chestnuts, a lot of different varieties.
Are those coming from Frondosa?
Frondosa helped us get it started, and we do buy our inoculated bricks from them for the time being. We have an inoculation room built, and we are currently trying to get an inoculation space built where we can inoculate our bricks sterilely, not have any cross-contamination issues. So currently, yes, we're working with Frondosa to get those.
Fantastic.
And then they fruit and flower here on farm in Freedom Chamber. For extras, we also offer eggs, pasteurized beef, pork. With the hemp that we grew this year, we had that processed by a processor up the road in Bedford, Kentucky, into both CBG and CBD oil. And from my understanding, we are one of very few farms in the area growing CBG varieties of hemp, which is really cool and different. We grow microgreens, and then with our event space, we have a certified kitchen, so we're able to offer freshly baked breads. Last season, we had meals every week that you could purchase that fed 4 to 6 people. I'm not sure if we're doing that again this year, but I do know that we'll continue to have goodies come out of there, whether it be kimchi or like barbecue rugs made out of smoked mushrooms.
Hey, Elena, can you speak a little closer to the microphone? You're just a little far away. It's a little tough.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's hard.
Is that better?
That's better.
All right.
Thank you.
So we have a lot of goodies that come out of our kitchen, and then we have chefs down there. We have Chef Patrick Rooney and Chef Ryan Smith. They have created recipes that you'll get weekly too. They're actually posted on our website, and you'll be able to log on each week and find different recipes that go along with what you're offering in our CSA. Our produce is all certified organic. Our mushrooms aren't, but we're trying to get there. And then we are putting, our hemp is in transition right now. So soon we'll have our organic hemp, hopefully. With being part of our CSA, you get an invitation to our CSA dinner. We didn't do this last year because of COVID. Hopefully we'll get to do it again this year. Last year in lieu of the CSA dinner, we sent out a bunch of baked goods, I think, with our last CSA. So people got to take home freshly baked. It was a bread. It was a bread and a butter. I don't remember what type exactly.
That sounds good.
The freshly baked bread from our kitchen. We typically do hay rides. We have a petting zoo, which we'll take our goats down to, and our goats are very friendly. We'll do a pumpkin patch as well at our CSA dinner. It's a lot of fun, and we really enjoy doing it. We really enjoy being able to grow all of our produce. It's all certified organic. We have 4 greenhouses that we produce in as well that allow us extended season. All of our greenhouses are no-till operations, so we're trying to transition the rest of our fields into no-till as well. And it's a slow, steady process, but we're getting there.
Can you talk a little bit about pickup locations? We have a question in the chat about the new farm shop maybe being a pickup location.
It won't be this year. This year, the Haymarket will still be under construction. But next season it will be in 2022, hopefully, as long as there's no bumps in the road. 2022. The farm store should be open this year, hopefully, end of the year, but hopefully it should be open. But currently, that's not a location. This year, our current locations are on farm pickup here in Oldham County in LaGrange. We will be at a farmer's market on Saturdays in Louisville, but we're not sure where yet. Just kind of finalized that yet. And we'll be at Virginia Chance School off River Road, and Embody and St. Matthews as pickup locations. And then all of our pickup locations are Thursday through Saturday. We try to schedule them to the afternoons and evenings whenever people are getting off work. And you can stop by and pick them up on their way home.
Fantastic. That sounds so convenient. And the website, your website also includes recipes and has some good resources on how to use the CSA, how to cook it.
Yes. We have, I know there's a lot of mushroom recipes up right now, but every week we'll be putting up a few new recipes each week that are based off of what we have grown in the garden. So every week there'll be new recipes out there. And then we use Harvey too. So whenever you get your Harvey email, there's always recipes in there as well for each item.
Fantastic. Well, Elena, thank you so much for joining us. This was really helpful information. And the website for Ashbourne Farm is in the chats, and as well as your email address, so people can reach out with any additional questions and to sign up for your CSA. So thank you so much.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, next up we have Ivor Chukowski and Field Day Family Farm. Hey, Ivor, it's good to see you.
Hi, Ann. Thanks for having me.
Your hair's gotten long.
Nice to be here. Yeah, I have no one to impress, so just a haircut. Yep.
That's ponytail worthy, huh?
Getting close, for sure.
So I'll just mention real quick, you sent us an amazing new video that you just released, and I think we maybe have been the premiere through our event and on Edible Louisville social media. So we want to make sure for people to check that out. It's a beautiful video of Field Day Family Farm. So welcome, and tell us about Field Day and what your CSA, where you are and what you grow and what your CSA looks like.
Great, thanks. Yes, we are right in the middle of town, sort of Hikes Point area on the old Oxmoor farm, where we're tenants on the south side of the highway. So we're actually in between the Oxmoor Country Club golf course and I-64, and the easiest way to find us is to pull off on the side of the highway. We don't actually encourage that, but that's where we are. And if you were to try to Google us and find us, you might get there that way. But yeah, so the farm is one of our pickups, and we do 3 different pickups. We do them on Tuesday afternoon from 5 to 8. And there are 3 different lengths of season to choose from. So you can get 24 weeks of vegetables, 29 weeks of vegetables, or 34 weeks of vegetables. Uh-oh, my internet is unstable. Okay. The boxes are cheaper the more boxes you get. So if you get the full 34-week season, they're $21 a piece, 6 items per box. They're more full in spring and fall by volume, so think greens, and they're more full by weight in summer, think tomatoes. Sometimes folks get as much as, well, I mean, this past year, folks got like 9 pounds of heirloom tomatoes in their box. So people were making sauce and salsa and oven dried tomatoes and yeah, everything you can think of with tomato, I'm sure folks were doing. We're longtime partners with the Food Literacy Project, which is also located on the farm. The purpose of the Food Literacy Project is to help youth learn about food and agriculture by their connection with the land. That's not quite their mission, but it's something like that. So under normal circumstances, thousands of kids a year have been out to the farm. The driveway's a little bumpy at this point, so the bus wheels may come off until I can get to the repair on that work. Let's see, what else can I tell you?
Well, and you also do a newsletter, yeah?
We do a newsletter. So every week there's a supporting email with the vegetables. So it's a curated box, and it's actually, so we work with the curation, putting together what's in the box and suggesting recipes to go with all or most of the ingredients, and usually try to make a box as best as possible that is suggestive of particular recipes. So and I'm actually going to go ahead and work on a sort of farmer cook technique and recipe book to distribute ahead of time so that people can refer to that, as well as the weekly emails that support the box content.
Oh, what a great idea.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun too. Yeah, and then we'll send another drone over the farm to do another cool video. So I feel like I kind of want that drone going 2 or 3 times a year to see the various stages of growth. So,
oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Nothing like flying over in a helicopter, I guess. So. The longest season begins in May, so early May, and goes all the way through December. We've done a wintertime CSA before. We don't do that currently, but occasionally we'll do a winter CSA box when that's an opportunity. So we did a cool winter CSA box that had lots of Brussels sprouts and yellow cooking turnips and hearty winter salad and bok choy. One of the upsides of global climate change has meant for the past 2 or 3 seasons, it's been much easier to do season extension without even tunnels. Most of the season extension we do kind of on the cheap with a nearly an acre of floating row cover. So it's kind of amazing.
Can you give us an idea about deliveries?
Deliveries. So the drop locations are, so we don't do particular house deliveries, but there's one in Crescent Hill, so not far from Carmichael's bookstore, like a block and a half. One just about a block from Mid-City Mall. And then the one at the farm, which is like 5 minutes from Hikes Point. If we're close to 100 CSA shares like we were last year, we actually added a Friday evening farm pickup as well as a Saturday morning Bardstown Road Farmers Market pickup. So we're keeping that in our back pocket so that we can spread the harvest out over a longer period of time.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Ivor, but sorry we don't have more time to chat, but we sure appreciate you being here today. And your website is in the chat, and people, and as well as your email, so people can reach out to you directly to learn more and sign up for your CSA. So thanks so much for being with us today.
Great. Thanks so much for doing this. Good job, y'all.
Right.
Appreciate it. All
Take
right.
care. All
Bye-bye.
right. Next on tap is High Five Farms and Chelsea Barber. Hey, Chelsea.
Hi, everybody.
Hey. Oh, look at the lights in the background. That's so pretty.
Thanks. Hi, well, my name is Chelsea Barber, and I am one of two farmers at High Farm. My partner, Alex Rickman, and I, we started this business last year, and so we're entering our second growing season under this business name. We've both been farm hands for several years, and Alex worked at Rootbound Farm actually several years ago. So we moved back to Kentucky and decided to start the business. We are located currently in Woodford County. We're leasing 2.5 growing acres here. We also live in a rented house on the farm. Currently growing spring, summer, fall, possibly winter this season. And we're trying out 40 varieties of vegetables and herbs this year. We are using non-certified organic growing practices and are unsure if we'll transition to certified, but we are following the guidelines and consider ourselves ecological farmers. So our CSA is available to 30 families. We are offering an 18-week CSA starting mid-May to mid-September, taking a 2-week break to get married, and then we're offering our fall CSA. And the fall CSA will be about 5 weeks. So for our main season, you can expect 7 to 10 items in your Farmer's Choice bag each week. You get a variety of things in spring, it's, salad type things. In the summer, more like fruit crops, tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, and kind of back to greens and roots in fall. We send a newsletter with it's more like an email with updates about what's going on and some recipe ideas that we're doing at our house, but it's not like a formal recipe service. And for our Louisville CSA members, we're offering a self-service pickup in Germantown. It's actually on Alex's brother's porch, and that pickup is available Saturday 10 to 2. How our CSA is priced, we're using a sliding scale model. So that actually means each of our potential members are going to look at our website, assess their own assets and income, and determine what price they can reasonably afford. And we can help through that process. So you can choose between 3 different prices: $540, $450, or $270. And all of those prices are going to get the same type of share. And so the reason we're doing that is so we can offer our produce to a wider variety of folks with different incomes. And we also offer weekly payments with a commitment to the full season. So you can read more about how that works on our website. We update our Instagram semi-regularly, and currently you can sign up on our Square store. And I think that's it. We sometimes have people out to the farm formally, anyone is welcome, masked and socially distanced. And we'd be happy to show you around.
Fantastic. Okay, so your email as well as a web link are in the chat, so people can reach out to you directly if you're interested in visiting the farm or interested in signing up for the CSA or have any additional questions. Chelsea, thanks so much for joining us today. Congratulations. I hope all goes well with the wedding. All right, next up we have Amy Skinner of Skinner Farms. Hey, Amy.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, take it away. Give us all the deets.
My name is Amy Skinner. I run Skinner Farms with my husband and our two kids. We're in Shelby County. We're in Shelbyville, which is about 30 miles east of Louisville. We're about 40 minutes from Lexington. We raise pastured chickens, pork, turkey, honey, and eggs here on our farm. We are antibiotic free. We don't give any medications of any kind, all natural feed, and everything is always out on grass. We offer a CSA. This season, we will have 5 different options. We have 4 chicken options, 2 are full shares and 2 are half shares. And then we'll also do a pork option. Our pickup locations, we have an on-farm store. So you can pick up here. We will also have beef available in our store, seasonal vegetables. We'll have our honey and eggs here as well. And then there's always animals running around to see and to pet. We do the Eastwood Village Farmers Market on Saturdays. So that's a pickup location from 8 to 12. The Simpsonville Farmers Market is from 9 to 12 on Saturdays. And then we also have the ability to ship these bundles to your door. We use eco-friendly packaging. It's made from 100% recycled water bottles. It's 100% recyclable. And we can ship them right to you.
Hey, that's fantastic. And are costs dependent on zip code, or how does the expense work on that?
It's just a flat fee, and it's just there's an option for shipping in our store, and you choose that, and it's on our website. They can be shipped to you overnight, so they get there the next day.
Wow, that's a quick turnaround. That's amazing. And on your website, are there any other aspects to the website that you want to communicate to people? Just resources, recipes, anything like that?
Yeah, we have resources and recipes on there. There's a video that shows how to cut up a whole chicken. We also have a farm video that kind of will show you around our farm. We had that made last spring, and shows you how we do things, and kind of gives an introduction to our family and where we are and what we do.
Fantastic. Well, we sure appreciate you being with us today. And just as a reminder to everyone, the link to your website, as well as your email, are in the chat, so people can reach out directly. Thank you, Amy, so much. Have a great afternoon.
Thanks, Ian.
All right, next up is Andre Fall of Fall Family Riverside Farm. Hey, Andre.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, yes, loud and clear. So you're in Henry County, yes?
Yes, we're in Henry County, just outside Newcastle. We fall in the town we fall in is called Sulphur, but it's not a very nice name to be acquainted with. So we generally tell people we're like right outside Newcastle. Yeah, we're just outside Newcastle in Henry County. We've been operational now since 2017 was our first full year. And we do mainly just all meats here on the farm. We do pasture raised chicken, pastured pork, grass-fed beef. We do turkeys for Thanksgiving, and then we'd also do some ground turkey products. We been dabbling with some grass-fed, grass-finished lamb. we have a little bit available now on the website, but not too much at the moment. We also run a event venue on our farm. We converted one of our tobacco barns into a wedding venue, and so we have that to host weddings and events. And then this year we're going to start up again with our saltwater shrimp production. So a lot of things happening on the farm.
Yeah, tell us, if you don't mind, go a little deeper on your shrimp production and explain that to everyone.
Sure. Yeah, so we have a dedicated building now that we put up last year that's insulated, and we raise saltwater shrimp in above ground swimming pools in there. We sort of mimic seawater conditions in there, and basically all it is seawater, shrimp, and shrimp feed, and so we can produce a real clean, sustainable product in there. We reuse the water over and over again. It's about 99% of the water is reused, so we only lose a little bit to evaporation. And using this system, it's a real sustainable system to raise real high quality shrimp in. So I'm excited to get going again. I did a bit of a trial run not last year, but the year before, just in one of our barns, and had real good success with it. And so then we expanded and got a dedicated building for it. So now we'll have more production this year, and something else to keep them busy. So
is that something consumers can buy directly, or is this part of the CSA, or how?
It's at the moment it's just people can buy it directly. We'll have it offered on our website. You can either come out to the farm and we'll just scoop you out some shrimp and take it home. We will have it at the farmers market. We go to the LaGrange farmers market, so you can have you can pick it up there. Mainly it'll be either farm pickup or we'll be able to do home deliveries with it as well. We do weekly home deliveries of all our products. So on Thursdays we do home deliveries all over Louisville. We go up to Cincinnati, Lexington. So we'll be able to offer it with that too. But as far as our sort of subscription CSA offerings, we currently have 5 options we offer on our website. We have a chicken only subscription box, a pork only box. We have and then we have three different sized subscription boxes that contain chicken, pork, and beef. So small, medium, large boxes. So these are all they include free home delivery really anywhere, because if it's outside of our local delivery range, then we'll just ship it with UPS, and that shipping is also included in the price. So we can, like I said, we do weekly home deliveries every Thursday. We do that. We usually ship on a Monday to ensure the product gets there before the weekend. But let's see what else.
Do you have dates, like a start and end date, or are you just ongoing?
Pretty much year round, yeah. We, so during our main production season, which runs from, it starts in like a week and a half when we get our first batch of chickens in, but and runs till about, October, November. Well, usually end of November is when we're kind of finished with most of the animals, except the cows and the hogs that are still out there. But in those months that we don't produce as much meat, being December, January, February, we have product in the freezers that we can ship out. So
fantastic. And then are you hoping to also have a farm event just for CSA members or just people in general?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Last year we did, not last year, but the year before. I keep
time has taken on a whole new meaning. I know.
In 2019, we did farm tours. We did every month. We do a farm tour. We would have people out, about 20 to 30 people every time, and we would take them on a farm tour. We come back to our event barn, and we have a meal together. We all had some of our chicken, and we usually bought some vegetables from Bree at Root Bound. So we have a kitchen space sort of next to the barn there. So we just cooked up a meal for everybody and had a nice meal in the barn there. So.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Do you have, just as part of your website, can people sign up for a newsletter or just to get these information about these things? Or is that just open to the CSA members?
No, it's open to anybody. When you go to the website, after a few minutes, a little thing pops up to get your email if you're interested. And I right now I'm sending out monthly newsletters, update people on what's happening on the farm and all that's going on. So at this moment, it's a monthly thing.
Well, I imagine people would be very interested in seeing this shrimp production. Not a lot of people in Kentucky can say they have seen saltwater shrimp. Well,
Yeah.
Andre, thank you so much for being with us. And, once again, the website and Andre's email address are in the chat. So feel free to reach out to him. So we really appreciate seeing you, and we'll hopefully see you soon on the farm.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys hosting this.
All right, next up is Andre Barber of Barber Farm. Hey, Andre.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you? You are a man on the move. Where are you? Are you driving?
Driving today, we're getting parts today.
And we don't want to create any high-risk situations here.
Right.
Well, it's a beautiful day to be out driving.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so tell us about your farm, and you serve a lot of people. You're all over the place. So tell us about it.
Right. Well, I say thanks to everybody for hosting this for us and helping us get the words out because of the COVID-19. But we'll kind of cut to the chase and kind of get down to the meat of it. I'm Andre Barber. Barber Farms is a family farm. We're a very diverse farm. We have a dairy, beef, hogs, produce, passports of chicken, and do some value added on meat and also on the vegetables. This is going into our 17th year of production of vegetables on this level. But we've been farming in our family for several years. My dad's 73, so he's been farming, and before him there was farming, so probably looking at over 100 years of farming in our family. About 20 years ago, I moved to doing produce because we were tobacco farmers and it was phasing out. So I started doing produce, start keeping the income coming in, and that's where we're kind of moved to where we're at today. Started out with farmers markets, and now we've kind of got away from farmers markets and focused on straight customers to their home. So this is our actual probably sixth year of doing home deliveries. We've done it longer than that, but the last 6 years we kind of moved more toward doing straight home deliveries. So pretty much how it works is you don't have to worry about making a place for us to pick up or drop off place. We just you order, we come straight to your home. We have certain days of the week for different areas that we deliver to you. So we want to do something that was either for us, either for the consumer, and that was to do a home delivery. So that meant that we'd have to have a certain time to meet you, or you'd have a certain time to meet us. And we just drop it straight to your home or your business or whatever. And that allows you more time to be with your family or work or whatever. And you have to kind of make a plan or nothing to get your produce, because you know that when you get home, or that your produce must be sitting on your porch or your cooler or wherever how you want us to drop it off, or how we drop it off. And it also helps us to keep track of time, because on a farm full time, you never know what your day's going to end up like. And so if you happen to start off on a bad day with something broken, it throws your day off. Doing a home delivery, I don't have to worry about trying to call everybody on a route and say, hey, we're going to be 2 or 3 hours late today. With the way we do it, you know you're going to get it. You know you're going to receive your package that day. So you don't have to worry about being home, and then we don't have to worry about trying to stay on time all the time to get your produce to you. We don't like to say 20 weeks or 26 weeks. We just try to grow as long as we can, May through October. You pay weekly, and how it works weekly is you go 1 week at a time, 2 weeks at a time. Or we try not to let anybody pay over 10 weeks at a time, just because in a season, anything can happen. And we won't, when we receive your money or what you pay for, we want to make sure you get your item. That's just the way we are, it's the way we operate. You don't have to pay up front. You can pay you can pay each week that you get your delivery, and how it works is we send out all of our information the week before the weekend and say, hey, this is what's going to be available this week, or we'll say this is what's going to be added to this week's package in addition to the last week's order, and it's the same price the entire season. That makes it easier for us and for more or less just for us, because we want you to try everything, and it just makes it easier, less for us to have one box, 1 set price, and get a variety of items throughout the whole season. You can, time to time, if you want to, we'll let you substitute a couple items, but we try not to get in too much of a substitution, just so it'd be easier for us, because my wife teaches, so from May through the end of May, about the middle of May, when she finishes school season, till by August, we can do a little bit more substitution. But after August, school starts back, and so it makes it a little bit more hectic trying to substitute. That's why we just try to do one package, one price, and so forth.
Sure.
We also offer variety value-added items. Sometimes we have surprise boxes or surprise items in a box, but we also add a list of things that you can add on in your boxes, such as meats, eggs, seasonal. Hopefully we'll be able to get our microprocessing done this year. Hopefully COVID won't hold us back from getting all the training done again. And then also we do farm tours throughout the season, 1 or 2 a year. We can do any less because of COVID, but we hope to have maybe 1 or 2 this year. As addition, we also have our own store frontage here in Hart County in Monroe, Kentucky. It's offers take 65, exit 65. So 65, exit 65 on 65, either way to remember. And we're less than 2 to 3 minutes off of 65. And you can also pick up your necessity items, or you can pick up the package there if you're traveling. We have a lot of people that vacation over here at Nolan Lake, Mammoth Cave, Barren River. When they come down, they'll stop and pick up their orders for their week or 2 couple days stay at their vacation spot. So there's an option that you can do as well, or you can come to the shop for your items when you're vacationing at those lakes and so forth. We deliver across the state, north to south. So we have special days, certain days for each area. And once we get closer to May-ish, we'll have those dates down for sure, dates down. But normally, Louisville is usually always on Friday. So we pretty much leave that schedule like that, because that works out pretty good, keeping that day on Friday. Tuesday's usually the southern end of the state. Thursday is usually around the mid-state. When I say mid-state, we're talking anywhere from E-Town, Red Cliff to Mount Washington area. It's usually on Thursdays. We had been doing Lexington, which is on Saturdays. But last year, we didn't get to get into the Lexington area. Hopefully this year we can be able to get back into the Lexington area this year.
All right. Well, wow. You talk about flexibility and convenience. Those are 2 very attractive words to CSA owners. So really appreciate you explaining. We got a question in the chat just real quick. Did you say you all did dairy as well? Was part of your CSA?
We don't, because it's in a co-op, so we can't sell any raw milk products for DFA, Dairy Farms America. So that's a corporate entity, I guess you would say, with a farm co-op.
Okay. Awesome. Well, Andre, thank you so much. You have given us an incredible amount of wonderful information, and everyone can see your email and your website in the chat, so they will reach out directly. Thank you for doing such great work for our community. It just matters that you are supplying healthy local food for us. So we really appreciate it. And you be safe behind that wheel. I've been nervous this whole time.
I just look straight ahead. I don't even look at the phone.
All right. Well, take care, Andre. Great to see you. All right. I can't believe we're on our last farm. It's gone so quickly. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you all so much for hanging with us. And next we have Ryan Burnett from Hickory Grove Farm. Hey, Ryan. Uh-oh, we cannot hear you. We still cannot hear you. Uh-oh.
How about now?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Perfect.
So our CSA is a lot different from everybody else's CSA. We do what's called like our market card CSA. So we have our cards here, and what you do is you load the card up at the beginning of the year, and that helps us with our upfront costs. But then you can use them at our farmers markets and we've got a Kentucky Farm Bureau certified roadside market on our farm as well. So it kind of gives you the option to take a week off if you want, to customize if you want. We like to, when we're starting your CSA and you put that money on the card, we try to get you to choose of 5 different things, one being an all vegetable, the other being an all meat. And then we've got in between a heavy meat, heavy vegetable, or just a, half and half kind of deal. It's not so much of, roping you into only buying meat or only buying you vegetables. It just helps us with our planning. So we know kind of where to lean more vegetables or meat. What we do offer though, is we do the full kind of market vegetable mix. So we have all the different kinds of vegetables, and then we do our eggs and our chickens and our pork on pasture as well. So you have all those options too. Currently, we're at the Lexington Farmers Market. As I said before, we're also at our certified markets, roadside market stand, and our farm is in northern Shelby County. So there's that option. And then we are finalizing our Louisville option as we speak. And within the next probably week or two, we'll have that nailed down completely. Other than that, we raise all of our animals on pasture, and then everything is on farm grown. So we've been farming there a long time. It's our old family farm. So that's the kind of the way ours works.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. That's a new concept to have the card. I love that. That seems to empower the consumer quite a bit.
Yeah, we switched over to that last year, and it was a lot easier for us, and all of our our customers really enjoyed it as well too, because that family vacation comes up. Hopefully post COVID, they can take a few weeks off, or if they don't like yellow squash, they don't have any yellow squash to buy. So they get the
what? Who wouldn't want yellow squash? What are you saying?
You'd be surprised. So
yeah. So tell us about some of the other services that you guys offer. Do you like have visits, farm visits? Do you offer recipes?
That certified roadside market, so you can come out to the farm and purchase there as well. Mm-hmm. And that you'll be able to see the farm that way. We do a lot of Instagram, a lot of Facebook. Usually we're, try to have some kind of a farm event during the year. Kind of depending on COVID, it'll depend on how that'll work out. But it's more of just trying to, produce a bunch of vegetables and meats and stuff, and then get it out to people. So
exactly. Well, you guys work hard to provide that for us, and we sure thank you. So just again, your link to your Facebook page as well as your email address are in the chat. And I'll just say real quick before, if you guys want to, capture these once the call is over, you can copy all those links. You can copy that whole chat and paste it into, a Word document, or, open and start an email or something like that, just to capture all those links just for convenience at this point before the call ends. But I sure want to thank Ryan and all our other farmers. What an amazing tour it's been, from the convenience of our chairs, although being on land would be would be really amazing too. So thank you so much. And I'm going to kick it back to Katie to close us out.
Thank you so much, Anne. I'm excited to learn more about all these CSA options. And just for folks that were wanting to capture that contact information, I'm going to share my screen here. And if you go to the Kentucky Proud CSA directory, I've got the website right here. All the information, all the contact information is listed. We've hyperlinked the partner farm spreadsheet. And do you see my screen?
Sorry, I'm muted. I see. How do I sign up?
Perfect. Yeah. So on this kyproud.com/CSA, you'll see the list of all the participating farms in the event as a PDF at the top. And then you'll see the Kentucky Proud CSA directory farms as well. You can click there on their information. And then if you scroll down to the very bottom of the page, you'll see this interactive map as well. And so just before, I know we're got to take a great tour of all the farms serving Louisville, and we're really excited about that. But before we go, just wanted to share one last poll to kind of see who might be thinking about offering or who might be thinking about participating in a CSA this season. So you'll see a poll pop up on your screen. If you plan on purchasing a Csa Share, let us know. Yes, definitely, maybe, or probably not. We just appreciate that information and just are excited to share everything with you all. And I see some results coming in. Thanks so much for taking the poll. I am going to wrap it up here. And I know we've got lots of farms on the call. I'm going to share these results with you all, but we've got a good majority of folks that are excited about signing up. So that's fantastic. So thanks for that information. And what you need to do to sign up for a Csa Share this season is go to that directory page, explore all the farms that we shared with you today there. They've got their contact information there as well, and sign up for a share this season. Thank you all so much for joining us. Big round of applause for the farms, and we hope that you continue to stay involved with this event this week, and definitely stay tuned for all the posts. We'll be sharing great farm videos and farm information, and we'll also be sharing resources there as well. So thank you all so much, and hope you have a great rest of the day.